We can map out the distribution of many species now in considerable detail. These are birds, and they show that the warm, wet tropics are where most of the species are. Mammals show a broadly similar pattern. These are the places with the greatest concentration of species, and it's likely to be true for most species. Amphibians, for example, show a similar pattern, and while we have less detailed data for plants, it's almost certainly true for them too. But just looking at species is not sufficient. We need to dig deeper. Let's look again at the distribution of bird species. In the Amazon, there are the greatest numbers of species. But if we look at where species have smaller than the median range size, those distributions are profoundly different. They concentrate in Central America and in the northern Andes, and in places like the coastal forests of Brazil. That's important because species with small ranges are much more vulnerable to extinction than species with large ranges. So let's take a world tour of where threatened species are. Our first stop is the northern Andes, and saving nature is involved in several projects in Colombia and Ecuador, where the habitat destruction combined with the high numbers of small range species means that there are a lot of species at risk of extinction. Our second area of concern is in coastal Brazil. Again, loss of habitat, concentrations of small range species means that there are worrying numbers of threatened birds and mammals and amphibians and likely many other species in these forests. The final area where saving nature works is in tropical Asia. We have three areas of interest: the Western Ghats of India, Assam up in the northeast on the borders with China, and the looser ecosystem of northern Sumatra. These maps are what we call strategic maps. They tell us where in the world we need to act, but they don't tell us exactly how to act. For that we need tactical maps like this one, and I'll explain those on the project pages for each of the various places where saving nature works.